1. Introduction. Many people today use the internet to find love or make new friends. It is very common. People use dating apps on their mobile phones or visit dating websites on their computers. It is usually easy to start. You make a profile with some photos and write about yourself. Then, you can look at profiles of other people. You can send messages to people you think are interesting. Millions of people around the world use online dating. For some people, it works very well. They meet someone nice and start a happy relationship. They might find a husband or a wife. Finding love online is a happy story for these people, but online dating is not always successful. Sometimes people meet someone, but the relationship does not work. Sometimes people are not honest in their profiles. They might use old photos or lie about their job or their life. So, sometimes, meeting people online can lead to sad or difficult situations. This story is about meeting someone online. It is the story of a young woman named Charlotte. Charlotte decided to try online dating because she wanted to meet someone special. She made a profile on a popular dating app. She looked at different profiles and read messages. One day, she received a message from a man. His name was Liam. His profile said he was a businessman. He looked friendly in his photos. Charlotte felt a little excited and replied to his message. This was the beginning. They started talking to each other through the app. They sent messages back and forth. Liam seemed kind and funny. Charlotte enjoyed reading his messages. This first message was simple, like many first messages in online dating. But this message started a story that changed Charlotte's life in a big way. It shows how meeting someone online can sometimes be very different from what you expect. It started with just one click, one message. 2. Quick love. Charlotte and Liam talked more and more. Every single day, they sent messages or called each other. It felt very easy to talk to Liam. Charlotte felt like she knew him for a long time, not just a few days. Liam said many nice things to her. He told her she was special and beautiful. He listened to her problems. Charlotte felt happy and understood when she talked to him. Their feelings grew very strong very quickly. It was only 1 week after their first message. Liam sent a new message. It said, "Charlotte, I think I love you." Charlotte read the message many times. Her heart beat very fast. It felt fast, yes, but it also felt very real. She thought about how happy Liam made her feel in just 7 days. So, Charlotte wrote back, "Liam, I love you too." They both felt a powerful connection. It seemed like they were perfect for each other. Everything was moving at high speed, but Charlotte truly thought it was real love. Then something even more surprising happened. They knew each other for only 3 weeks in total. One evening, Liam called Charlotte. He sounded serious, but also excited. He said, "Charlotte, I have something very important to ask you." Charlotte waited, feeling nervous. Then Liam said, "Let's get married." Charlotte was completely surprised. "Married?" she asked him. "But we only know each other for 3 weeks. Is it not too fast?" Liam answered quickly. His voice was calm and sure. He said, "Maybe it is fast for some people, but not for us. When you know something is right, you just know. And I know I want to be with you always." His words sounded very sure and full of love. Charlotte thought about it for a moment. She felt a little scared because it was so fast, but she also felt very excited. She believed him. She believed in their quick, strong love. So she took a deep breath and said yes. They did not wait long to have the wedding. They planned everything very quickly. It was a small wedding, not a big party with many people. Only a few close friends were there. Charlotte's family did not come to the wedding. Her parents were very worried. They talked to Charlotte before the wedding day. They told her, "This is too fast, Charlotte. You don't really know this man well." They asked her to please wait to know Liam better before getting married. But Charlotte did not listen to her parents' worries. She was too happy and in love. She thought her family did not understand their special connection. She believed she had found her true love, her perfect partner. She was sure Liam was the right man for her, even if they met only 3 weeks before their wedding day. She was ready to start her new life with him. New life together. Charlotte and Liam were married. They started their new life in a nice apartment. It was their first home together. Charlotte felt very excited. Liam smiled and said, "This is our start. Everything will be wonderful." They unpacked their boxes and made the apartment feel like home. The first week in the apartment was like a dream. Liam was a perfect husband. Every morning, he gave her a soft kiss. He often made breakfast. Sometimes, flowers waited for her when she came home from work. Liam liked cooking and often made dinner. They ate together and talked about their day. Liam listened to Charlotte and seemed interested in her life. He told her he loved her many times. He held her hand when they watched television. Charlotte felt very loved and happy. She felt like a queen. She thought their life would always be this perfect. Near the end of the week, Liam talked to Charlotte. He sat next to her and looked serious. He said he had a great idea for a business. His plan sounded exciting. He told Charlotte he needed money to start this new business. He said it was a good chance for them. If the business did well, they could have a very good life. He explained he needed money soon to begin. He asked if Charlotte could help him. He said it was for their future. Charlotte listened carefully. She loved her husband very much. She wanted to support him and his dreams. His business idea sounded good. She wanted them to have a happy future together. She remembered how kind he was all week. She trusted him. She thought about her savings account. She wanted to help Liam make his dream come true. It felt right to help her husband. She believed they were a team. Helping him was like helping their future. So, Charlotte decided to help Liam. She went to her bank and took out money from her savings. It was a lot of money for her. She took out $5,000. She gave the money to Liam at home. She felt a little nervous but happy to help. Liam looked very thankful. He hugged her tightly and kissed her. He told her, "Thank you, Charlotte. You are my angel." He said the money would change their lives. Charlotte felt good. She was happy she could support her husband. She hoped his business would be successful. She believed this was the start of their great future. 4. Things change. After the first perfect week in their new apartment, things started to feel different. Liam was not quite the same happy man Charlotte married just a short time ago. Soon, his actions began to change. It did not happen all at once. It happened slowly, day by day, making it harder for Charlotte to understand. Charlotte noticed small things first, things she tried to ignore. One evening, Liam did not come home from work at his usual time. Charlotte cooked dinner and waited. Hours passed. She called his phone several times, but he did not answer. She started to feel worried. He finally came home very late, near midnight. He looked tired. Charlotte asked him where he was. He simply said he was very busy with his new business work. He said sorry quickly and went to bed. This late arrival happened again a few days later. Then it happened more often, maybe 2 or 3 times each week. Each time, his reason was the same. Work kept him late. He did not give many details. Liam also started to get many phone calls. Before, he answered his phone openly near Charlotte. Now, when his phone rang, he often looked carefully at the screen first. Then, he usually stood up and walked into another room to talk. Sometimes he closed the door quietly behind him. Charlotte could not hear what he said. When he finished the call and came back, he never told her who had called. This secrecy felt strange to Charlotte. Why did he need to hide his calls? Then, Charlotte discovered that Liam put a new password on his phone. One morning, she picked up his phone by mistake. The screen asked for a password. She did not know it. Before, his phone did not have a password lock. She asked him about it later. He explained it was for security for his business contacts. He did not offer to tell her the new password. This made Charlotte feel shut out. Liam also stopped smiling as much as before. In that first week, he was always smiling and laughing. Now, he often looked serious or seemed worried. He did not bring flowers home anymore. He did not always kiss her good morning like he did at the start. He seemed distant sometimes, like his mind was far away. Charlotte started to feel strongly that something was not right. Her happy feeling from the first week was gone. Now, she felt confused and a little scared. Was the new business really making him stressed and secretive, or was there another reason? She remembered her family's worries about marrying him so fast. She tried hard to push that thought away. She loved Liam and wanted to trust him, but his actions made it harder. She did not understand why things were changing. The perfect man she married seemed to be slowly disappearing. She felt a growing worry inside her, a bad feeling that something was truly wrong. She hoped it was just stress from his work, but the secrets and the late nights made her doubt grow stronger. 5. A shocking meeting. One afternoon, Charlotte went to a small cafe near their apartment. Liam asked her to meet him there at 3 o'clock. She arrived a little early and found a table by the window. She ordered a coffee and waited. She looked at the clock on the wall. It was almost 3. She thought about Liam. Things felt different between them recently. He was not the same happy man she married. She hoped this meeting would be nice. Maybe they could talk properly. Maybe everything was just a misunderstanding. She wanted to believe that. A few minutes passed. Liam did not arrive. Charlotte checked her phone, but there were no messages from him. She looked around the cafe. It was not very busy. Then she saw a woman looking at her. The woman was standing near the door. She looked about 35 years old, maybe older. She had dark hair and looked serious. The woman started walking towards Charlotte's table. Charlotte wondered who she was. Did she know her? The woman stopped next to Charlotte's table. She looked directly at Charlotte. "Excuse me," the woman said. Her voice was quiet. "Are you Charlotte?" Charlotte was surprised. "Yes, I am," she answered. "Do I know you?" The woman pulled out the chair opposite Charlotte and sat down without waiting for an answer. She looked very sad but also strong. "No, you don't know me," the woman said, "but I know Liam." Charlotte felt confused. Why did this stranger know Liam? "You know my husband?" Charlotte asked. The woman took a deep breath. "He is not just your husband, Charlotte," she said slowly. "Liam is my ex-husband." Charlotte stared at her. She could not understand. "Ex-husband? What do you mean?" Her mind felt empty for a moment. This was not possible. Liam never told her he was married before. "It's true," the woman continued. Her eyes were full of pain. "Liam does this. It's what he does." "Does what?" Charlotte whispered. Her hands started to feel cold. "He finds women online," the woman explained. "He is charming. He makes them fall in love quickly. Then he marries them." She paused, looking at Charlotte's shocked face. "After the wedding, he asks for money. Maybe for a business, maybe for an emergency. When he gets the money, he disappears. He leaves." Charlotte felt like she could not breathe. The woman's words were like ice. "He did it to me," the woman said, her voice shaking a little. "I loved him. I gave him all my savings. Then one day, he was just gone. I lost everything because of him." Charlotte put her hand on her chest. It felt like her heart stopped beating for a second. Could this be true? Was her loving husband, Liam, really this kind of person? the man she married after only 3 weeks, the man she gave $5,000 to. The woman saw the fear and confusion in Charlotte's eyes. "I found out you married him," the woman said gently. "I wanted to warn you before it's too late for you too." Charlotte just sat there. She could not speak. The coffee on the table was cold now. The world outside the window seemed far away. Was her perfect love story all a terrible lie? The woman's sad eyes told her it might be true. 6. Finding the proof. Charlotte left the cafe. Her mind felt like a storm. Was the woman telling the truth? Could Liam, her kind husband, really do those bad things? He was the man she loved. But the woman's words felt heavy and real. Charlotte felt very confused and worried. She also started to feel angry. What if Liam lied about everything? She walked home, her feet feeling slow, her heart hurt. She needed answers. She could not live with this doubt. When Charlotte arrived at their apartment, it was empty. Liam was still out. The silence felt strange. She needed this quiet time. She made a difficult decision. She had to look for proof. Maybe the woman was mistaken. Charlotte really hoped she was mistaken, but she needed to be sure. She began to search Liam's things. Her hands felt cold. It felt very wrong to check his private belongings. But the memory of the woman's sad eyes stayed in her mind. She also remembered Liam's recent secrets, coming home late, talking quietly on the phone, changing his password. Something was not right. She had to find out what it was. She looked through his desk drawers and his clothes in the closet. She checked the pockets of his jackets. At first, she found nothing important. Then, she went into their bedroom. She decided to look everywhere. She looked under their bed. Pushed far back, hidden behind some old storage boxes, she saw it. It was an old-style mobile phone. This was not the new phone Liam used every day. Why did he keep this old phone? And why did he hide it? Her heart beat faster. Her hands were shaking now. She carefully picked up the old phone. Luckily, the phone did not have a password. Charlotte turned it on. The screen lit up. She opened the photo gallery first. Her breath stopped. There were many pictures of Liam. But he was with other women. She counted photos of 4 different women she had never seen before. They looked happy with Liam in the pictures. Then, she opened the messages folder. Reading the messages made her feel sick. There were so many messages between Liam and these women. She saw messages where Liam wrote, "I love you so much." He used the same loving words he always said to her. She found messages asking for money. "Please send the money soon, my love," one message read. Another one said, "Keep this our secret. Don't tell anyone." Charlotte dropped the phone onto the carpet. She sat on the floor, feeling weak. Everything the woman at the cafe told her was completely true. Liam did not only love her, he did not need money for a real business. He used women for their money. He told them lies. he told Charlotte lies. He had done this 4 times before meeting her. Charlotte was number 5. Their quick love, their marriage, his promises, it was all fake. The man she married was not real. He was a liar. She felt cold, empty, and sick inside. The proof was clear on that old, hidden phone. Liam was not the loving husband she thought he was. He was a dangerous stranger. 7, the hard talk. Charlotte sat on the sofa in their apartment. The room felt quiet and strange. She held the old mobile phone tightly in her hands. Looking at it made her feel sick, but she knew she needed to be brave. The phone showed Liam's secrets, pictures of other women and messages about love and money. She waited for him. Her heart was beating fast. She was scared, but she was also ready to know the real story. Finally, the door opened and Liam came in. He was smiling, like always. He looked happy and did not know that Charlotte found his secrets. He walked to Charlotte to give her a kiss. "Hello, my love," he said softly. Charlotte stood up slowly. She did not smile back. She held the old phone so he could see it. "Liam, what is this?" she asked. Her voice was quiet, but it was not weak. Liam saw the phone. His smile went away quickly. His face did not look sad or sorry. It looked angry. His eyes became cold and hard. "Where did you find that?" he asked. His voice was not soft anymore. "It was under our bed," Charlotte answered. "I saw the pictures. I read the messages. I know about the other women, Liam. I know about the money." Liam did not look down. He did not say he was sorry. He looked straight at Charlotte. His face was full of anger. "So what?" he shouted. "You gave me the money. Nobody made you do it. It was your choice." "You wanted to help me." Charlotte started to cry. Tears ran down her face. It hurt that he blamed her. It hurt that he was not the man she loved. Liam watched her cry, and then he laughed. It was a cold sound. It was not kind at all. "You said you wanted to support my new business," Liam said. "You were happy to be my helpful wife." He said the word wife like it did not mean anything special. Charlotte took a deep breath and wiped her tears away. She looked at Liam's angry face. She felt hurt, but she also started to feel angry too. "You lied," she said. Her voice was stronger now. "You lied about your business. You lied when you said you loved me, and you lied to all those other women too." Liam did not say yes or no. He just stared at her with his cold eyes. "I am going to call the police," Charlotte said clearly. She knew it was the right thing to do. She had to stop him from hurting more people. Liam looked surprised for only a moment. Then he smiled a mean smile. "No, you won't call them," he said. He sounded very sure of himself. "You won't do it because you still love me. You are my wife." He thought she would stay. He thought she was not strong enough to leave him. But Liam was wrong. Charlotte understood now. This difficult talk was over. It was time to do something. 8. What happened next? After Liam left the apartment the next morning, Charlotte quickly packed a small bag. She took only the things she needed most. Her hands were still shaking, but she knew what she had to do. She could not stay there another minute. She left the apartment and did not look back. The first thing she did was call the police. She found a quiet place and told the police officer everything that happened. She explained how she met Liam online, how quickly they married, and how he took her money. She told them about the other woman she met at the cafe and about the old phone she found with messages to other women. The police officer listened carefully and asked her many questions. Charlotte answered them all. She felt scared, but also a little bit strong. She was finally doing something about Liam. Charlotte remembered the name of the woman from the cafe. She also had the names of the other women from the old phone. It was difficult, but she started to contact them. First, she called the woman from the cafe. Then, slowly, she found ways to talk to the others. It turned out there were 4 other women Liam had tricked before her. Charlotte was number 5. They were all very sad and angry, just like Charlotte. They decided to work together. Each woman had her own story about Liam. They collected all the information they had: messages, bank details showing money transfers, photos, and memories of things Liam said and did. Together, they went back to the police. They gave the police all this proof. It showed that Liam did the same bad things again and again. He lied to women, made them love him, took their money, and then planned to leave. The police started a big investigation. They looked at all the proof the women gave them. They checked bank accounts and phone records. It took some time. About 2 weeks after Charlotte and the other women gave their proof, the police arrested Liam. They found out he had taken more than $200,000 from the 5 women. He was not a businessman starting a new company. He was a man who hurt people and stole their money. While the police were investigating, Charlotte needed a safe place to stay. She called her parents. They were worried, but they welcomed her home. Charlotte moved back into her old bedroom at her parents' house. It felt strange to be back there after everything that happened. Living with her parents helped, but Charlotte felt very sad for a long time. She cried often. She could not understand how she believed Liam's lies. Her parents were kind. They told her she was not stupid. They said she just trusted someone who was bad. Charlotte knew she needed more help. She started seeing a therapist, a person who helps you talk about your feelings. Talking about everything helped a little bit each week. She also started doing things she used to enjoy before she met Liam. She loved painting. She got her old paints and brushes and started painting again. Creating pictures made her feel calm and a bit happier. It took many months, but slowly, Charlotte started to feel stronger. She decided that she wanted to tell her story. Maybe her story could help other people be more careful when they meet someone online. She did not want anyone else to feel the pain she felt.